I don't know. No, we'll give it.
Well, you had to work for that, and you had Sepp Kuss in there in the final for you as well. Does that make the victory all the more sweeter? How you fought for that one?
Yeah, well, he's a legend, isn't he? It's
60 kilos of him.
Yeah, man. I think people at home don't realize what it is like for a guy like Sepp to pull a 50k an hour on the flat. It's it's basically burning everything what he has in his legs, and doing that for me to bring it to a sprint. It's so amazing. I already had goosebumps in the wheels.
You were worried at some point because Soler was out there 20 seconds or so almost, and you made that effort. Can you explain what happened there? And you were looking back, I think, probably seeing some of those UAE guys.
Yeah, I was not extremely worried about the gap that Soler had, but I was more worried about the support we would get because, in this kind of situation, everybody will look to us, and I had only Seppi there. Actually, I also didn't want him to kill himself. So at some point I tried to surprise the others and try to bridge across, but then I saw UAE pulling immediately, so it was too much of a risk to chase down Soler on my own and then still get caught and then do the sprint. So in the end it was a better decision to wait.
This must feel good for you. I mean, after the other day where maybe you kind of messed it up a bit in the final, you got your second one here in your debut at the Vuelta.
Yeah, exactly. In Sevilla could have gone different, but on the other hand I got also beaten by a super strong young man, so I knew today was a chance, and we really were focused on bringing it home today. I didn't expect it to be so hard on the climb, but I know if I have my mind on something, then I can fight all the way over, and I was especially stressed in the final to sprint again for like a second or third or whatever, so it was just a relief that I could sprint for the first place, and then I had it in my own hands.
Well, congratulations.
We always had this stage in mind for Wout, but we knew it would be hard. Especially with the pace on the last climb. But when we saw that it was a pretty small group and Wout was still there, then I knew he was on a good day, and just tried to keep things together. Wasn't the most. It was a sufferfest to pull Soler back, but it feels like a victory for me too. It was really nice to be there with Wout.
You catch Marc Soler, and we saw that there was nobody controlling in the front. Were you afraid that there were going to be more attacks?
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe made a small mistake by slowing down a bit, asking the other guys to pull. But in such a small group, there were always going to be attacks. Wout's cool and sharp enough to know which ones to follow.
Sepp, what did you think about that attack that Wout first made to try to get Soler, and then when he came back to the group, what was Wout saying, if anything, to you?
Yeah, it was a good moment because it was a bit in the crosswind, and the speed wasn't super high, so it was good to accelerate, and for sure it's more simple if it's just two guys out there than a bunch of people.
Yeah, that's going to be great for you and the team. Now, what was going on in that bonification climb with Primoz doing the Primoz thing up there?
Yeah, he's super fast sprinting, so just tried to hold on to the wheel.
Red Bull seemed to blow themselves up. I mean, they obviously wanted to set a hard pace, but then Martinez, he dropped, and Lipovic dropped, and Primoz was on his own. I mean, what did you make of that?
I think they have to always try every moment. Today was also a day to try. Since O'Connor had a big day out yesterday, you never know how the next day is, so you have to try in every moment and see if he cracks.
No hard feelings from Marc Soler, apparently.
No. I think, if he goes up the road, he's always one of the most dangerous guys. But for me to just barely pull him back is good for the confidence, I guess.
Ben, what seemed like a pretty slow, kind of boring stage, everything lit up there and got interesting on that final climb. Just what the heck was going on, and what did you think Red Bull was trying to pull off? I assume Red Bull were trying to see how I'd cope with the heat. I think stage 4 I struggled a bit, but yeah, I actually felt really, really good today. So that was a nice change, considering how hot it's been, and I was suffering a little bit. So
You usually suffer in the heat.
I'm good. I mean, yesterday I didn't suffer at all in the heat. I think it's just I just had a real bad day on stage 4 and cooked myself. Whilst today was absolutely fine, I had no issues at all, and yeah, I felt really good. So I guess they were just giving a little test. Why not? It doesn't really cost you much. It was only pretty much 10-15 minutes of effort. See where we're at. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how the next days play out. I know Primo's got the bonus, and he's going to get those bonuses if it's a one-up sprint against me. But in the end, I have almost 5 minutes, so the bonus seconds won't amount to much in the end.
What'd you get? What'd you see there? You had a perfect front row seat of the racing going on after that top of the climb to the finish line, especially like a 60 kilo rider, Sepp Kuss, pulling things back for Wout van Aert.
Yeah, it was nice. I was happy with a bit of control, but I think it shows Sepp's selfless nature. You know, he won La Vuelta last year, and I assume he was very surprised at how that played out. And he's one of the most genuine guys you're going to meet, so I think it was very much I'll help you out, Wout, because of how much he's helped him. So it's nice to see.
Day in the red jersey, Ben. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, hopefully a fair few more to come. I feel great today, so hopefully I can kick on and keep it for quite a few more days.
You got some good photos for the partner and your newborn baby at home?
I don't need to get her a little red jersey or red dress, something like this. I'll have to think about that. Actually, didn't actually cross my mind. I'm sure my wife will be on it, trying to keep up with the red tenue. So it's nice. It's nice having success and makes the sacrifices that you make at home all worthwhile.
It was a heck of a finish with Wout van Aert covering the attacks with Marc Soler and Sepp Kuss doing your job, making sure it all came back together and Wout van Aert could get the sprint. How big is this for Wout to get this second win here in the Vuelta?
I think it's really important for him, of course, but also for us and for his fight for the green jersey. So yeah, we went out with the idea to try to win the stage, and he delivered. So yeah, of course, it's also effort from all the team, as you're saying. He had I don't know exactly, but yeah, I heard from the radio also that Sepp was pulling. So yeah, it shows that we go for him, and at the same time we will go for Sepp. So I think it's nice to see that everybody is in for everybody else, you know.
Yeah, 60-kilogram rider burying himself for Wout van Aert to give him a chance. How you tried to stay in there as much as possible over that climb?
No, I was pulling at the beginning. I was pulling in the bands, and then also once before the climb, I kept them in position between the roundabouts and everything, and then I tried to pull the first part of the climb. But then when I've seen, I think it was Bora, Red Bull, they tried to took over. Then I knew that was my moment to step aside, and my job was done for the day. So yeah, that was.
What did you and Wout just say there?
Yeah, I just said congrats to him, and he said congrats to me. Thanks. So yeah, it was just it's just nice to have the possibility to see each other as close as possible after the finish.